Ladies and gentlemen, the regular session of the Sangguniang Panlungsod is about to commence. Everyone, please rise.
As the elected City Vice Mayor and the presiding officer, this fourth regular session is now called to order. Roll call, please.
The members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, Honorable Michael Gerard T. Morada, Honorable Galileo P. Angeles, Honorable Jennifer Spitey Toledo, Honorable Oscar M. Gozos II, Honorable Riofer Nicole H. Ronquillo, Honorable Venice D. Manalo, Honorable Miguel Pilina III, Honorable Merlo P. Silva, Honorable Avior R. Rocafort, Honorable Ralph Peter S. Umali, Honorable Aris D. Macala, Honorable Percival V. Lojo, Honorable Windy Pilat, Honorable Angela Antoinette B. Bautista, and the presiding officer, Honorable City Vice Mayor Camille Angeline M. Lopez.
Do we have a quorum?
We have a quorum.
May I request the Honorable Ralph Peter S. Umali for the leading of the invocation, the singing of the national anthem.
Ating ilagay ang ating... Hello? Hello? Yeah. Ating pong ilagay ang ating mga sarili sa banal na presensya ng Panginoon sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo. Panginoong aming Diyos, maraming po salamat sa biyaya ng buhay, sa lahat ng mga biyaya na iyong binibigay sa amin. At patawarin mo kami sa lahat ng aming mga kasalanan at bigyan niyo kami ng wisdom na para magampanan namin ang aming mga tungkulin sa araw na ito. Maraming po salamat. All this we ask in the mighty name of Jesus we pray. Amen. Ating ilagay ang ating kanang kamay sa kalibang bahagi ng ating dibdib at sabay-sabay awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. So, gentle reminder lamang po, let's observe proper decorum po while we are on our session. So, we now proceed with our privilege. Okay, Honorable Silva is recognized.
Madam Chair, good morning at sa ating mga kasamahan. So, mapagpalang umaga. Madam Chair, ako'y nagkaroon ho ng pagkakataon na napapunta po dito sa East District kung saan ho ay sa parte ho ng San Benito, Madam Chair. At nakausap ko ho ang marami ho doong mga kababayan ho natin na parang nagre-reklamo na at nagtatanong at noon ko rin lang ho napansin, Madam Chair, na ang atin ng kabundukan dyan ay natatabtab na ho, Madam Chair. Ang kita na ho ay lupa at sila ho'y nagtatanong kung ano daw ba ho ang ginawa ng pamahalaan ng lungsod dyan. May kinalaman daw ho tayo sa nangyayari hong iyan sa kabundukan iyan. At sila ho'y nag-aalala, Madam Chair, na baka ho dumating ang panahon na sila daw ho'y mapatulad sa Ormoc, mapatulad sa ibang lugar na binaha. Ay, yun ho ang gusto iparating ho sa atin. Ngayon ho, Madam Chair, alam ho natin lahat, sinabi ko, hindi ho tayo, hindi ang local government ang nag-a-approve ng paggamit po ng atin ng kabundukan ngayon, kundi ang DENR at ang provincial province, Madam Chair. Kaya ho, siguro, hindi rin naman ho yata nadaan pa sa atin kung yung mga clearances na dapat hong kailangan, mga permit na kinakailangan bilang tayo ho ang nakakasakop sa lugar na yan. At balita ko po, property daw ho yan ni Mr. King Araneta. Yun ho, ang sabi-sabi ho nila. Ay, hindi man ho ako makapagkomento sa kadahilanan niya, hindi ko man ho alam. At, Madam Chair, kung nyo rin nung napapansin, dati-rati ho, natagal ho ang mga kalsada diyan, ay sa ngayon ho, madami na rin ang problema tayo sa kalsada dahil madami na mga truck ang pabalik-balik ho sa area iyan. Kaya, Madam Chair, siguro, atin nung busisiin at in aid of legislation, magkaroon tayo ng isang masusing investigasyon upang sa ganun, Madam Chair, ay tayo ay alam natin kung tayo ho ay tanungin ng ating mga kababayan sa parte ho ng stage rate. Yeah, please refer to the proper committee, Madam Chair.
Matter brought up is referred to the Committee on Environment. Honorable Rocafort, any comments?
Madam Chair, yan po ay na-privilege speech ko na dati, kung inyo po matatandaan. Na-hearing ko na rin po ito dati, naka-isang hearing pa lang po kami. Hindi po umattend yung may-ari ng lupa na Araneta allegedly. Kasi ang umattend po rito ay mga taga City Hall pa lang. So, kukondak po tayo ulit ng isa pang hearing tungkol dito sa bagay na ito. Kasi noon po, sabi nila, wala naman daw pong nag-quarry. Ang ginagawa lang nila ay leveling ng lupa. At yun yung permit na kinuha ng mga nandoon sa bundok. Kaya po sila nakakapag-hukay. So may permit sila, pero ang permit po ay leveling ng lupa. So isa pong patawag pa natin, kung sakali po, Madam Chair, na hindi sila ulit a-attend, ay di patitigil po natin yung kanilang ginagawang quarrying doon. Kaya nga po mahalaga, kami po ay naka-first hearing na rin doon sa atin pong ipapasang ordinansa na magkakaroon po tayo ng moratorium sa pagtatayo ng mga subdivision sa lungsod ng Lipa for 5 years. Madam Chair, ba't natawa ito sa likod ko? 5 years yun ha. Ang posisyon ho ng mga uupo ay after 3 years. So ako ho ay babalik after 3 years. Pagbalik ko, may moratorium pa rin po. Kaya hindi tunay yung 5 years yung aking i-request. Alam ho ninyo, Madam Chair, sa Metro Manila, meron po tayong surplus ng condominium. Dahil sumala po sa pag-aaral yung ibang mga urban planners sa Metro Manila. Ngayon dito po sa lungsod ng Lipa, tayo po ay nagpapakuha ng data para malaman natin kung may surplus ba tayo ng subdivision. At kung yung existing subdivision po natin fully utilized na ba o marami pa pong hindi nabebenta para po ma-justify natin yung moratorium for 5 years na ating ipinaglalaban. Mahalaga po na sa loob ng 5 taon, ang City Environment and Natural Resources Office at ang City Agriculture Office ay makapaggawa ng mga programa para po maging balanse ang nagiging pag-unlad ng lungsod ng Lipa. Hindi po natin pwedeng pigilan ng pag-unlad, pero po pwede pong maging balanse ang pag-unlad at ang pag-alaga ng ating kalikasan, Madam Chair. The 5 years would be a sufficient time for our Senro and City Agriculture Office to take care of to be more efficient in the programs of the city when it comes to protecting our environment. And it will give time to the City Engineering Office and the City Planning to further study the present condition ng ating pong syudad pagdating sa mga drainage system po natin, Madam Chair, to further prevent yun pong mga pagbaha sa ating lungsod. So ito po mga February, papasok po yung ordinansa. At nandoon po yung mga SK, ha? Marami pong SK na umattend doon sa committee hearing namin. Sila po ay 20 SK chairman. And these 20 SK chairman manifested that they support the 5-year ban on the construction of subdivision, and they even promised me that they will not vote those who is not pro-environment, Madam Chair. Ha? So, ito ho ang magiging basihan nila, yung mga SK na umattend, para piliin ang mga kandidato sa 2025. Pati ho yung mga tagapakinig natin, it should be issues-based, Madam Chair. Ang pagboto ho sa 2025 ay dapat issue-based and the platform of governance ng mga kandidato. We should stop the personality ng mga ibang kandidato. Dala ito nito, but it should be platform of governance, Madam Chair, para umunlad ang ating bansa. Kung gusto nila ng tunay na pagbabago sa bansang Pilipinas, it should be platform-based. So, maraming pong salamat. Marami pa, pag ako'y nag-ikot, ako'y mga kampanya sa voters education, pagpili ng tamang kandidato. Hindi ko naman sisirain ng mga kandidato. Paniringgan ko lang kung sino hindi iboboto. Pero hindi ako magsasabi ng pangalan. Sa konsehal lang naman, sa vice mayor, maglaban na kayo. Parehas ko yung kaibigan Kahirap pumili Sa konsehal? Gusto mo sabihin ko dito? Hindi naman hindi kaibigan. Lahat naman kaibigan ko. Yung karapat-dapat talagang umupo. Yun. Sayang ang boto Pero sa palagay ko lahat na nandito kasama ko, karapat-dapat. Yung papasok na bago. Saka na maaga pa di pa nagsisimula ang kampanya. Unti-unti. Sabi nila ako daw kakasuhan daw nila ako. Aba, that is freedom of speech. Ha? Ang dami nga dyan nung nakakampanya sa labas na tabloid, nakalagay, wag nyo itong iboto. Ito yung mga tuta ng gobyerno. Hindi ko naman. That is freedom of speech. Tama ga ako, attorney? Sabi, wag nyo iboto yan. Doon na kami sa korte maglaban. May abogado rin naman ako.
Alright, thank you so much, Honorable Rocafort. Matter brought up by Honorable Rocafort is referred to the Committee on Environment. Any other privilege? Honorable Morada is recognized.
Madam Chairwoman, magandang umaga. Nakausap ko na po ang chairman ng komitiba ng real estate. Meron lang pong isang lumapit sa atin na taga-barangay Marawoy, si Mr. Jaime Bautista Gonzales. Siya po ay isang senior citizen na bumili ng property sa PA Properties Development sa Idisea, Lipa. At humihingi lang siya ng tulong dahil hindi po siya na-approve sa financing. So, hindi siya na-approve sa mga bangko na kanya sanang applyan for financing at humihingi siya ng tulong para sa refund. This is personal issue pero na rin para po sa lahat ng mga development na pag may mga ganitong klaseng sitwasyon ay mabigyan ng tulong. So, Madam Chair, would like to refer this to the Committee of Attorney Gali Angeles, Committee on Real Estate, para po matulungan natin ang ating kababayan. Maraming salamat.
Alright, thank you. Matter brought up is referred to the Committee on Real Estate. Any other privilege? We now proceed with the reading of the minutes of the preceding session and approval of the same. Honorable Attorney Gali Angeles is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I respectfully move to dispense with the reading of the January 22, 2025 regular session and the approval of the same.
Seconded by Honorable Silva. Discussion. Objection. Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Madam
Thank
Chair.
you. Proposed ordinances and resolutions for second reading. Honorable Gossos is recognized.
Madam Chair, I would like to request that we dispense the reading of Committee Report on Housing 2025-005 from A to O, and the same be approved for second reading.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Silva Umali. Discussion? Objection. Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the second reading.
Madam Chair, I would like to request that we approve the committee report, that we dispense the reading of Committee Report on Housing 2025-006, and the same be approved for second reading.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Silva Macala. Discussion? Honorable Toledo is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, would like to clarify the committee report kung tungkol saan po yung MOU.
Madam Chair, actually po yung MOU po ay may mga programs daw po ang University of Batangas na gusto po nilang i-incorporate po dito sa mga programs po ng city government. Then magdadala rin po sila ng mga students for tawag ito? OJT. And mga research din po, patulad po sa agriculture, yung course po nila ng agriculture sa UB, kung may mga research pong kailangan gawin, makakatulong din daw po sila dito, Madam Chair.
Is it for free, Madam Chair?
Opo, Madam Chair.
Thank you po.
Honorable Rocafort is recognized.
Madam Chair, may we know from the proponent what particular department dito po sa City Hall would be in constant coordination with the University of Batangas regarding this Memorandum of Agreement, Madam Chair? Because a while ago, yun pong ating proponent enumerates some of the fields that would be subject of the MOU, Madam Chair.
Actually po, Madam Chair, nung nag-committee hearing po kami, tinanong ko din po yan sa UB, and ang kinausap lang po nilang department with regards po dun sa kanilang request ay ang office lamang po ng City Mayor's Office. With regards po dun sa ibang department, wala pa po silang nakakausap regarding po dun sa ibang programs na kanilang gagawin.
Because according to the MOA, Madam Chair, the City Government of Lipa and the University of Batangas acknowledge the importance of developing a partnership that encourages knowledge exchange, promote academic excellence, and supports the implementation of research-driven solutions to improve the quality of life of the citizens. Now, what would be the specific areas that would be subject of this MOA, Madam Chair? Saan po tayo magkakaroon ng mutual?
Madam Chair, actually po, tinanong ko din po yan nung kami nag-conduct ng committee hearing. Actually po talaga yung kanila pong MOU ay in general. Hindi po nila didiscuss kung alin po yung mga programs na kanilang gagamitin. Ang nakalagay po, ang sinabi po nila sa akin sa committee hearing, every time po na sila po ay magkakandak ng program or anything, maghihingi po uli sila ng another MOU for that purpose.
Kasi maliwanag ko eh. Alam mo ninyo, ito ho ay humingi rin sa akin, Madam Chair, ng MOA, ang UB. Ang MOA ang hiningi nila ay yung partnership between the Agapay, yung atin pong pinagdadalhan ng children in conflict with the law, at ito pong City Government of Lipa through the Agapay. So, Agapay ka ang tawag doon. Bahay Pag-asa. Kaya lang, hindi ko pa po na-aprobahan, gawa ho ng walang details kung ano ang gagawin nila doon sa Agapay. Dahil ang bata ho natin sa Agapay ay 11 lamang. So, napakalaking effort o resources o gaano kadaming estudyante ang dadalhin nila ron. Ito rin po ang tanong ko ngayon dito sa UB. Kasi 4 ho yung inilagay nila. Conducting collaborative and joint research, education and research program. What would be the subject matter of the research, education and research project? After the research, education, research project, anong gagawin natin doon? Promotion of joint research funding. What kind of funding are we referring to? Are we going to fund the research of UB or UB is going to fund the research of the LGU? Exchange of academic and administrative staff and students through immersion. Maliwanag naman yun. Pero in what instance papasok sila for immersion? Cooperation, community extension, outreach program, participation. Madam Chair, masyado hong malawak talaga.
I know po, Madam Chair, we thoroughly discussed it po naman nung committee hearing, and ang sabi po nila sa amin, nasa record din naman po ito, na every time po na may program po silang dadalhin dito sa city government, every time din po na mag-iiba yun, lagi po silang hihingi ng Memorandum of Understanding or Memorandum of Agreement bago po nila i-implement yung po mga programs. Kasi tinanong ko po yan talaga kung ano po yung program na kanilang gustong dalhin sa city government. Hindi naman po nila ma-discuss thoroughly kasi wala pa rin po sila talagang proposed na programs kung ano po talaga yung gusto nilang gawin. So nakikiusap lang po sila kahit po daw in general yung MOU ay kung pwede po natin maaprobahan. So,
Madam Chair, alam ho ninyo, nung ako'y estudyante, pag kami ay gumagawa ng feasibility study o any other research, ang school po namin very meticulous doon po sa mga items ng research, pati po doon sa mga chapters na chapter 1, chapter 2, and so on and so forth. Pero bakit po pagdating sa Memorandum of Agreement, which is a formal document and formal and legal document that will be approved by the City Council, hindi tayo formal. Wala naman pong problema sa akin, kaya lang hindi ka ho nakakahiya. On the part of us, na mag-a-approve tayo ng isang bagay, katulad nito, ang City Council na hindi maayos. Dapat ho ang City Council, pag nag-a-approve ng mga Memorandum of Agreement, ay hindi tayo lalabas na kahiya-hiya dahil pinag-aralan natin ng husay. Sana
actually,
ho...
naman po, Madam Chair, yun naman pong MOU, pinacheck ko din po sa City Legal's Office kung okay po yung MOU na binigay sa atin ng UB. Wala naman po sila nakitang problem dun sa MOU na pinadala nila sa atin, and ang sabi rin naman po sa baba ay interested din po ang City Mayor's Office kung ano po yung programs na madadala nung UB dito sa atin. Although, hindi nga po naka-specify kung ano po yung programs na gusto nilang dalhin dito sa city government and sa iba pong mga barangay dito sa lungsod na Lipa. So, Madam Chair, it's up to the sanggunian if they will approve it or not po, Madam Chair.
Last na lang po, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, wala naman ho talagang nakikita tayong masama doon sa kontrata. There's no illegal about the contract. There's no anomalous with regards to the contract. Wala naman po. Kaya sasabihin ng City Legal Office, maayos yung kontrata. But the content of the contract, hindi po maliwanag. Yun po yung problema. Yan ho yung problema.
Madam Chair,
hindi ka natin pwede itong i-itemize na, Madam Chair.
Actually, Madam Chair, sinabi ko naman po kanina, hindi naman po talaga mabigay kung ano po yung detailed na kanilang request. And they are just requesting po na ma-approve lang po ito kahit po in general. So, ganun po, Madam Chair, tatanungin ko na lang po ang request ni Honorable Abby Rocafort kung ano po ang kanyang gusto. Apo. Kasi every time naman po na mag-ano sila dito,
kung hindi,
babalik po sila sa sanggunian para aprobahan po kung Memorandum of Understanding or Memorandum of Agreement.
Kung wala lang pangako sa akin si Bukal Junjun, pag nanalo ang kanyang kapatid na congressman ako.
Dahil mo nang in-apply
kaya lamang, hindi. Mali yung iba yun. Madam Chair, pero ang pakiusap ko ho sa mga konsehal natin, Madam Chair, ayusin ho natin yung mga kontratang ipapasok dito sa atin. Para ho sa susunod, ay well-guided po ang Sangguniang Panunsod ng Lipa. Gawa ho ng kulang-kulang biruin nyo ho, ito'y malaking school. Ang higpit nito sa mga estudyante. Pag nagagawa mga estudyante ng mga research papers, tapos magsasubmit sila ng ganitong uri ng dokumento, nakakahiya naman ho data.
Alright, thank you. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the second reading.
And lastly po, Madam Chair, I would like to request that we approve for second, we dispense the reading of Committee Report on Housing 2025-007 and the same be approved for second reading.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Silva, Loho, Umali, Makala. Discussion. Honorable Rocafort is recognized.
Institutional po, ano po itatayo, Madam Chair?
Madam Chair, actually, ito po kasi ay property po ng Barangay San Jose na gagawin po data nila ng Barangay Hall or Barangay Hall. Actually po, ito po ay ilang beses na po tayo nagre-reclass ng mga government property. Actually din po, ay kine-question ko din po. Pero ang problema po kasi, Madam Chair, yung project po ay hindi po inuumpisahan ng DPWH kapag hindi po inireclass yung property from agricultural to institutional. So, normally po, lahat po ng project galing sa national government, they're requiring the property to be reclassified from agricultural or residential or commercial to institutional po para po maumpisahan yung project.
Okay po, Madam. Kaya lang, pero hindi po ito nakapangalan sa Barangay San Jose. Kasi ang pangalan po ay nakarehistro pa rin kay Primo Cuevas, married to Renchen, anak Gembang.
Opo, Madam Chair, kasi
Gembang.
kuha lamang po
Muntik na maging Bembang.
ng Barangay San Jose, pero kausap ko po si Kapitana Melody at yun po ang itatayo talaga, Barangay Hall po, doon po sa kanilang property.
Sige po.
Na yun.
Okay.
So, Madam Chair, motion
Okay na.
to approve it for second reading.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the second reading.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Honorable Rocafort is recognized.
Madam Chair, I move that we dispense reading of Committee Report on Finance 2025-002, the annual Sanggunian Kabataan Budget of Halang, Mataas na Lupa, Barangay Anilao, Barangay San Salvador, Barangay Calamias, Barangay Quezon, Barangay Bagong Puok, and Barangay Malitliit be adopted, Madam Chair.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Silva, Bautista, Toledo, Manalo, Umali, Lina, Angeles, Ronquillo, Loho. Ang Quezon. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the second reading. Business for the day.
Business for the day. Number 1, letter of the City Mayor requesting for the passage of a resolution granting authority to the local Chief Executive and Office of the City Legal Officer to file a civil action against illegal occupants of the Lipa City Public Cemetery, including the power to enter into a compromise agreement.
Refer to the Committee on Good Government.
Number 2, letter of the City Mayor requesting for a resolution granting authority to the local Chief Executive to enter into a memorandum of agreement with Department of Education relative to the establishment of temporary evacuation centers.
Refer to the Committee on Education.
Number 3, annual budget of Barangay Fernando in the amount of 4,167,345 pesos.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Number 4, annual budget of Barangay Gis in the amount of 6,736,113 pesos.
Refer to the Committee on APRO.
Number 5, annual budget of Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay San Francisco in the amount of 595,977 pesos and 20 centavos.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Number 6, annual budget of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Tibig in the amount of 962,605 pesos and 10 centavos.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Number 7, annual budget of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Sais in the amount of 417,094 pesos.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Number 8, annual budget of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Plaridel in the amount of 1,520,307 pesos and 70 centavos.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Number 9, annual budget of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Uno in the amount of 728,426 pesos and 70 centavos.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Number 10, annual budget of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Kumba in the amount of 724,834 pesos and 60 centavos.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Number 11, annual budget of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Munting Pulo in the amount of 945,329 pesos.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Number 12, letter of the Punong Barangay of Halang, Honorable Fernando R. Roca IV, forwarding a copy of Barangay Kautusan bilang 01-2024 entitled Ordinansang nagtatakda na bawal magtayo ng anumang uri ng establishmento o bahay mula sa Purok 5, Barangay Halang, Sitio Tagbakin, unang bahay sa sitio, lugar kung saan naganap ang sakuna o landslide na may sukat na 360 na metro ang lapad at 9 na metro ang haba hanggang sa pribadong pag-aaring lupa ni Mr. Lim at Mr. Maderazo hanggang Purok 6, Sitio Tagbakin. Gayun din, hindi na rin pinahintulutan ang pagtatayo ng kubo at tindahan sa tabing lawa ng Taal, lalo doon sa makaliban ng kalsada at breakwater.
Refer to the Committee on Barangay Affairs. Resolutions and ordinances. And also to the Committee on Environment. Lead committee would be the Committee on Environment. Okay. Resolutions and ordinances for the third and final reading. Honorable Gozos is recognized.
Madam Chair, I would like to request that we approve for third and final reading Committee Report on Housing 2025-005 from A to O.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva, seconded by Honorable Loho Umali Makala. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, I would like to request that we approve for third and final reading Committee Report on Housing 2025-006.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Makala and jointly moved by Honorable Silva. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
And lastly po, Madam Chair, I would like to request that we approve for third and final reading Committee Report on Housing 2025-007. And please include din po yung exemption po, Madam Chair, sa babayaran po nilang reclassification fee sa city government.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva, seconded by Honorable Toledo, Loho. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Honorable Rocafort is recognized.
Madam Chair, I move that we pass a resolution approving the annual budget of the following Sangguniang Kabataan. Mataas na lupa amounting to 1,388,31.30. Halang 511,077.20. San Salvador 740,552.50. Anilao 763,699.60. Calamyas 441 to 8.90. Bagong Pook 1,941,745.10 and Malitliit 524,872.40. The same be considered as approved for third and final reading and exempt of the three reading principle, Madam Chair.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva, Bautista, Lina Angeles, seconded by Honorable Umali, Makala, Morada, Manalo, Toledo, Loho, Ronquillo. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, referred to the Committee on Social Services is the request of the City Mayor, Eric B. Africa, to the Sangguniang Panglungsod through the City Vice Mayor, Honorable Angeline Lopez, the Memorandum of Agreement between San Fernando Funeral Homes and Crematory Incorporated for burial assistance in relation to Special Ordinance 73-2007 entitled Ordinance Providing Guidelines for the Granting of Burial Assistance to Indigent Residents of Lipa. Madam Chair, we make some amendments in the contract. Number 1, and provide a credit line to the city upon which the cost of services shall be charged. Reinstate the credit settlement of the balances payable by the city. Submit to the city all legal and accounting documents necessary for the posting of its receivables. Submit to the city monthly summary reports and service transmittal forms of the service provider shall provide wooden ordinary round top casket white. Ensure that at least 5 of each casket with the above dimensions are reserved for beneficiaries of the government for burial assistance. So may mga tinanggal rin po kaming items dito. I-refer ko na lang po sa ating ito. Since the request shall be beneficial to the constituent of the City of Lipa, this committee recommends the passage of a resolution authorizing the City Mayor of Lipa to enter into a memorandum of agreement with San Fernando Funeral Homes and Crematory Incorporated for burial assistance, provided that the wooden or ordinary round top casket for adult from 12 years old and above in the amount of 15,000 pesos has no size limit. So we will delete the size limit provision on the contract, and at the same time, the memorandum of agreement shall be for a period of 2 years, from 2025 to 2027. Madam Chair, I move that the committee report be adopted.
Seconded by Honorable Silva Morada Umali Makala Toledo. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved.
Tinanggal po natin yung size limit. Gawa ng, nung una po, pagka ang kabaong ng namatay ay hindi kasya yung namatay, ang nagdadagdag po yung pamilya. So sabi ko po, hindi po dapat nagdadagdag yung pamilya dahil wala yung esensya ng ating libreng programa sa kabaong. Pumayag naman po ang San Fernando na tanggalin yung size limit. So, kahit gaano kakalaki, kasi ay hindi po magdadagdag ang San Fernando ng singil. Okay. So, Madam Chair, please consider as urgent the annual budget of the barangays in the agenda, Barangay Gis, Fernando, and San Carlos, for urgency, Madam Chair.
Duly seconded. Discussion, objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for urgency.
Madam Chair, I move that we pass a resolution approving the annual budget of the following barangay: Barangay Gis, 6,736,113, Fernando, 4,167,345, and San Carlos, 11,889,402. The same be considered as approved for third and final reading and exempt the three reading principle.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva, seconded by Honorable Umali, Makala, Lina, Manalo, Toledo, Bautista. Objection, hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading.
Madam Chair, for referral to the Committee on Appropriation, the SK budget of San Francisco, Dagatan, San Celestino, Anilaw Labak, Sampaguita, Marawi, and Santo Niño. For referral po, Madam Chair. Hindi po kasama sa agenda.
Okay. Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Madam Chair, submitted to me is a copy of the request of the City Mayor to the Sangguniang Panglungsod. Allow me to read. The honorable members of the Sangguniang Panglungsod, Lipa City, through the Honorable Camille Angeline Lopez, City Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer, I have the honor to submit a copy of the city's Supplemental Annual Investment Program 01-2025 and requesting for the passage of a resolution approving the same. Copy of the City Development Council Resolution number 2025-01 dated January 27, 2025 is hereby attached. Signed, Honorable Mayor Eric Africa. Madam Chair, I move that the same be referred to the Committee on Appropriation.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriations.
Madam Chair, also submitted to this representation is the supplemental budget in relation to the CDC resolution. I have the honor to request for the approval of the supplemental budget 2025-01 amounting to 600,759,772 pesos and 32 centavos to be appropriated for various priority programs and projects. The source of funds shall be from the available savings of prior years and continuing appropriations declared as savings as per attached document. Signed, Eric B. Africa, City Mayor. For referral to the Committee on Appropriation, Madam Chair.
Refer to the Committee on Appropriation.
Madam Chair, this matter has an urgency because kailangan po natin ng maaprubahan ito. Kung hindi, tayo po ay hindi aabot sa election ban, maapektuhan po yung mga programa ng syudad pagdating po sa infrastructure project natin sa Barangay Talisay, tulad po nung ginagawa nating Sports Academy, Madam Chair. So, Madam Chair, I move that we consider as urgent the CDC Resolution 2025-01 for urgency po.
Duly seconded. Discussion. Objection. Hearing none. The motion is hereby approved for urgency.
Madam Chair, I move that we pass a resolution approving the City Development Council Resolution 2025-01 dated January 27, 2025. The same be considered as approved for third and final reading and excuse from the reading principle, the adoption of the CDC resolution, Madam Chair.
Seconded by Honorable Silva. Makala. Discussion. Objection. Hearing none. The motion is hereby approved.
Madam Chair, please consider as urgent the approval of the supplemental budget amounting to 606,759,772.32. For urgency po.
Any? Seconded by Honorable Silva. Discussion. Objection. Hearing none. The motion is hereby approved for urgency.
Madam Chair, I would like to put on record and manifest that the followings would be the sources of fund for our supplemental budget. Savings, surplus for prior years, 111,387,418.41. Savings surplus of 2024, 469,480,973.80. Savings from 20% development fund, ito po yung sobrang pera, 17,139,535.85. Savings, local disaster risk reduction and management fund, a continuing appropriation of 8,751,844.26, totaling to 600,759,772.32. Ito po yung sobrang pera ng LIPA. I have here also for record the certification from the signed by the city budget officer, city treasurer, and the city accountant, the availability of funds. So I will submit it later for record purposes. So Madam Chair, I move that we pass an ordinance approving supplemental budget 2025-01 amounting to 600 million pesos, 606 million pesos, 759,772 pesos, and 32 centavos. The same be considered as approved for third and final reading and exempt from the three-reading principle.
Jointly moved by Honorable Silva, seconded by Honorable Makala. Objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved for the third and final reading. Any other matters? There is a motion for adjournment. Any second? Duly seconded. Session is now adjourned. Thank you so much.